William Byron in that 24 car. The car stepped out. He just tried to correct it and made contact with the outside wall. I really believe this started back on turn 2, because when Denny was able to get to the inside of him, that had not been the lane that he had been running, and he had to really check up there when Denny went by. I think something was going on even earlier.
Eric Jones had to jump on the brakes. Pace of action there. Well, one time in stage 1, Rick Hendrick had all of the top 3 spots. Now he's got one car on the trailer and one here in tatters. Well, about to go on the trailer. Jimmy Johnson's car out of the race.
And again, Mike, I just say so much, build up and anticipation, work, under unique set of circumstances at the shop, trying to prepare these race cars to get ready and know that this is such a huge moment for sports, huge moment for motorsports, and you want to thrive. And it looked like they came prepared, and then some things have started to unravel for a couple of those Chevrolets.
Well,
he's swinging that right rear tire after it went flat on William Byron's 24 car.
Let's ride with Denny Hamlin through this.
So this is through 1 and 2. You can see the 24 car wiggles a little bit, even gets loose there off the turn 2. I think that's where it all started. I think it's a slow look in that right rear tire as he goes down the back straightaway. Then he goes by. Watch the back end step out on that 24 car right there. Big moment. He tries to correct it. Just runs out of room.
Because of the safety interliner, you don't see the tire go all the way down to the rim, unless that also suffers a sudden air loss.
And then William trying to hustle it back to try to fix some of that damage, get 4 tires on it, and around the car goes in 1 and 2, bringing out the caution.
Speaking of 4 tires, we've run 12 laps, and here they come. Hit the pit road, 4 tires.
Hey, crew chief, if we ran 2 laps, I want to be off pit road for 4.
Riding with Denny Hamlin in.
You saw this 11 car. They have a very strong pit crew, and they made a great pit stop the last time they were on pit road. So there's a 14 Clint Boyer and that team going to work on the right side.
Regan.
We see the 88 of Alex Bowman right here, rolling that left front tire, and what you can't see is crew chief Greg Ives. He's not on top of the pit box. He is actually behind the pit wall working something very unique. We don't really see that. Larry Beck, how many times have you ever had to roll a tire in like that?
I used to have to do a lot of things that these crew chiefs don't do today.
Kevin Harvick wins the Ram race off pit road from Alex Bowman. Brad Keselowski, Kurt Busch each grab spots, as does Tyler Reddick. At 112 laps, the complexion of this race has really changed. Jimmy Johnson in the garage, William Byron in trouble.
Engines are restarting, park is shifting to drive. And to get things moving again, we're offering 0% financing for 72 months and no payments for 120 days. Plus, the freedom to shop and buy online. So you can meet the road ahead with confidence. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, helping you drive forward.
That's the sound of refreshment. No question about it.
I got a question. Does camouflage actually work?
Let's see. Did not see that coming. Count to the blade.
Still fresh. Unstoppable in-wash scent booster. Downey Unstoppables.
The new house is amazing. So much character.
Original crown molding, walk-in closets.
We do have a rat problem. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
Does help us save.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Only Wendy's 2 for $5 has all the chicken you crave. You can choose from the spicy or homestyle chicken sandwich, crispy or spicy 10-piece nuggets. But let's be real, you're gonna get those 20 spicy nugs for $5. Only at Wendy's.
We could never do what they do. But what we can do is be a partner that never quits. Verizon is the most reliable network in America, built for interoperability and puts first responders first, giving their calls priority 24/7. We do what we do best, so they can too.
NASCAR Cup Racing on Fox is sponsored by Ram Trucks, built to serve. And by Credit One Bank, the official credit card of NASCAR. Perfect for race fans. Getting ready to restart at Darlington. Football's Watt brothers taking the game of tag to the ultimate level. Get ready for the craziest
Come on now.
game of tag you've ever seen. Ultimate Tag premieres Wednesday after the Masked Singer season finale on Fox. Kevin Harvick, the only driver to finish in the top 10 in every race this year, with Alex Bowman on the front row for this restart. Boy, Twitter's been busy today. NASCAR, the #1 trending topic, including old buddy DW. Race the racetrack. Good advice.
Absolutely. I can promise you that's what helped me win a bunch of races at this track.
Green flag once again. Alex Bowman's got a fight on his hands for second.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think those guys lifted, running side by side all the way through turns 1 and 2. Kurt Busch making a run here to the front.
Kurt Busch for Chip Ganassi. When Ganassi hired Matt Kenseth, it put together a reunion of these two who each won championships at Roush Racing. And both Busch and Kenseth proclaim that the other is the best teammate they ever had.
Well, that'll make them a good combination.
Busch to second. Bowman drops to third. Then Hamlin, Keselowski, Almirola.
And a lot of credit going to Kevin Harvick and that race team. I mean, their pit crew has been solid on pit road, but that #1 pit stall with owner points has put them in a great position. A little contact here with Joey Logano and Eric Almirola. That #1 pit stall has been pretty big today so far for Kevin Harvick, giving him that clean air, getting them out front. These two are going at it here. Joey Logano, Eric Almirola.
Boy, Logano's car has come to life. He is up to 6th. I believe that's his highest running order of the race so far.
There we go.
So we see the great race on the track right now.
One way to do that.
William Byron is no longer a part of that. The team thought they heard him say right before he spun he had a loose wheel. He confirmed that after the spin and after the contact with the wall. Loose wheel is what caused that problem.
Martin Truex up to 10th on the right of your screen.
Oh, I mean, this guy has had quite the day. He was back in 30th position, really didn't gain any positions. They've been super loose all day long, damage to the right front, and now he's in 10th place.
Hashtag NASCAR is back, and how? Trending #1 on social media right now. Martin Truex trending forward.
Yes, he is. And this is what I expected out of this team. Here's a battle. Clint Boyer, teammate Eric Almirola. Eric having some issues going backwards right now in his early stages after this caution. I gotta say, Mike, I had the best time interacting with Clint Boyer during this time off. We did those broadcasts for iRacing. We did some Wednesday night shows. He is quite the character. I mean, we had a lot of fun. The guy constantly is is just keeping you laughing and having a good time, and a heck of a race car driver on the track also.
He could be a stand-up comic if you could ever get him to stand still. And that
Shuffle?
really happens, but great personality.
That was.
And, he could be a force in this one, and now here comes Reddick down to the inside once again. Trying to bring that Chevrolet further forward, the two-time Xfinity champ, one of our top rookies.
And Jeff Boyer had a lot of fun with you. His chief beat your 49ers
well,
back in the Super Bowl.
Now, see, Larry, why did you have to bring that up? See, I was trying to put that behind me.
It'll never be behind you.
When it comes to football and old grudges, you can always count on Larry Mack.
I was going to say, thank God I don't have a college team that I go for, because I know where this conversation would go. Back up front, the number 4, Kevin Harvick.
You know, since he joined Stewart Haas and drove this number 4 car, he has never finished outside the top 10 at Darlington.
And I think that just tells you a lot about Kevin Harvick. I mean, he is just a fierce competitor. That experience, the way that he drives a race car, really plays out at a challenging track where it's such a narrow groove. You've got to just be on such a thin razor blade of the balance and that edge of the grip and navigate around this tough racetrack. He's one of the best, and he's teamed up with one of the best teams.
We've long called him the closer, but here he is leading this race. Oh, around goes Suarez. And this brings us under caution for the 5th time today.
96.
Looks like a right rear tire down on Suarez.
He came in here 31st in points. Not one of the charter teams, so great effort there.
Now this is somewhat similar. I know we heard Regan say that there's a loose tire on the 24 car, but this is something kind of similar. It comes off the turn 2. Doesn't look like he made any contact with the wall or anything, but the tire clearly was down, and then to catch it a little bit sooner, get the car slowed down, not causing any damage getting into the wall.
He was running 26th and on the lead lap at the time of caution. Quick review, out of the race, Ricky Stenhouse crashed out on lap 1. B.J. McLeod retired his car early. Jimmy Johnson at the end of stage 1, racing to that checkered flag, ran into the back of Chris Buescher and crashed out of the race. Quinn Houff with a lot of damage, 82 laps down. And among those in the running, Garrett Smithley 7 laps back, Timmy Hill -4, and William Byron repaired the car that he spun. He is now 3 laps down. Brennan Poole should get the free pass on this caution flag. He is the first car 1 lap down, so he'll get that lap back.
Interesting time in here, Larry Mack, for this caution to come out. Some decisions on pit road. What do you think, crew chief?
Well, I know we've only run 8 laps, but what I would like to do is come here and get 4 more tires. Here's the reason. You were going to have to try to run 70 laps. If you pit here and get 4 fresh tires, that moves it to about 55 to 57 laps, which I think is much more doable on 1 set of tires. Should we stay caution-free to the end of this 2nd stage, I would come and get 4 fresh tires.
I like the way you're thinking, Larry. I know. Track position, I think some of these guys up front are going to have a tough time making that decision, but I think it's the right one.
Our Fox drone cam runs you by Geico, having a great day here, keeping up under caution. Now see that building? That's the Earnhardt Tower. The 4 media members allowed to be in attendance. Stationed there. That used to be turn 2 when this track was built. It was right alongside the highway was the front stretch grandstand.
Boys, it's feed time.
Then things changed. Well, the pace car stayed out. It has to.
It's a pretty standard stop here for the 11. No adjustment, just 4 tires. Regan?
Well, Kurt Busch has had a very nice steady run through the field today, Jeff. Right now sitting in second position. They felt like where they would excel today is his ability to decipher what a race car is doing. That's been evident. They made big changes early on. Not so big changes right now. That race car is pushing the right front just a little bit at this moment. I got to tell you guys, too, I want no tires here, and I was sitting here screaming, I want tires. Give me tires right now.
And once again, Kevin Harvick takes advantage of that #1 pit stall. He can accelerate that short distance to the timing line that establishes the race off pit road. Harvick back out in front after this caution for Daniel Suarez spin.
USAA was made for right now. Right now is a time for action. So for a second time, we're giving members a credit on their auto insurance because it's the right thing to do. We're also giving payment relief options to eligible members so they can take care of things like groceries before they worry about their insurance or credit card bills. Right now is a time to take care of what matters most, like we've done together so many times before. Discover all the ways we're helping members at usaa.com/coronavirus.
Buying a car from Vroom is so easy. All you need is a phone and a finger. Just scroll through amazing hand-picked low-mileage cars and tap to buy. That's it. Buy a car from home and have it delivered contact-free.
Soon, we will have race day. A day to be thankful for those off the track while we root together for our drivers on. NASCAR is back.
They say less is more, but we believe more is more. That's why we built FanDuel Sportsbook with more ways to bet, more ways to fund your account, more ways to cash in, and more ways to cash out, with payouts delivered straight to your bank account in as little as 48 hours. You want more? You got it. MMA is back. Place your first bet on any fight risk-free and get up to $500 back if you don't win.
Family Leisure wants you to stay safe this summer. It's our vacation at home sale. 24-foot pools now only $19.99 installed. We've got the largest selection of in-stock patio furniture at guaranteed lowest prices. High-quality swing sets like this one, professionally installed. Melts away stress. Spas and swim spas are priced to move. Shop your way. Online, call us, FaceTime us, or set up a private in-store appointment today. Curbside pickup, doorstep delivery, and no contact installation also available. Vacation at home sale going on now at Family Leisure.
Let the Fox 59 Weather Authority team handle the weather. With more than 70 years combined experience forecasting weather, we've seen a lot, man. You can depend on us to bring you the most accurate information wherever you are. You can rely on the Fox 59 Weather Authority.
Catch Ray Quarterpassy on Fox 59.
Dear Jimmy, my name is Ethan. I've been a fan of yours my whole life. You've won so many races. 7 championships. 5 in a row? Who does that? You're not done yet, are you? You're the fastest racer. The GOAT. The greatest of all time. Turn it up, Fury. Let's go burn some rubber. One more lap. One from the top.
Show.
Welcome back to the Real Heroes 400 on Fox, presented by Geico. Cleaning up from Daniel Suarez spin. Friday Night SmackDown, all new every week on Fox. This week, champion versus champion. Bayley takes on Charlotte Flair. Plus the next round in the tournament for the Intercontinental bout. SmackDown, Fridays at 8, 7 Central. Only on Fox. What a bit of a SmackDown here in Darlington County, South Carolina. Jimmy Johnson crashed out of the race. Ricky Stenhouse out on the restart. Lead lap cars, green flag. That was Kevin Harvick's spotter, Tim Fedowa. As you got Alex Bowman now in second. Denny Hamlin battling Kurt Busch for third. The advantage there.
Kevin Harvick working that pit crew on pit road, putting a smack down on the competition, getting them off pit road again out in that clean air. But Alex Bowman right there on his heels. Here's a pretty nice battle going on here. And how about Mark Truex Jr.? Struggled at the beginning of this race. He's struggled this season so far, but boy, he is marching his way to the front right now. Just moved into the top 10.
Alex Bowman not letting Kevin Harvick gain a daylight up front. An eerie sight, Darlington Raceway, absent of fans, but boy, a familiar sound. How is it different on a race day with no fans? Let's ask Regan Smith.
Well, Mike, we see Alex Bowman on the racetrack right now, stalking Kevin Harvick, having a good day on the racetrack, also having a very good day in the pits. Dustin Liebeck, Jackman for Alex Bowman. This has been an extremely unique day. What's it been like for you guys on pit road?
Well, it's been really different. You know, we're out here, we're practicing social distancing. Normally on normal Sunday, it's a lot of family-oriented stuff with every team. You know, that's how this sport is, and it's a lot of high fives and handshakes. Today, everyone's long ways, salutes, different things like that. But not having the fans here, being disappointed, that's a lot more motivation. But bringing them this race, the Darlington, on television is awesome. So we're grateful to be out here, and we got a good car. Pit stop's been doing well, so looking for the rest of the race.
All right, Dustin, thanks for talking to us. We certainly look forward to having those fans back in the stands, Mike, especially a place like Darlington. This is the closest pit road to the fans. It's tough to not see them up there.
Absolutely. Mark Truex going by Matt DiBenedetto into the 8th spot. You know, when NASCAR first indicated its willingness to get cars back on track, it was South Carolina Governor Henry McMaster and the public officials in the Palmetto State who said, hey, we're open for business. We'd love to have you. Being such a short distance from NASCAR's hub where the teams are all headquartered in Charlotte, so they could get down and back in one day, made this an easy choice. Brian Blaney way down to the inside there. Close quarters there. That's for 19th place battling Ryan Preece.
Yeah, Ryan Preece. Put a lot of pressure on Ryan Blaney. Got a good run through turns 1 and 2. Riding on board here with Austin Dillon.
Chris Buescher was 17 in 18. Preece trying for that spot.
His two teammates last year. Now, it's Buescher over there. Josh Fenway Racing. Ryan Preece makes that pass happen.
Now Blaney with a try, stuck his nose down there, nothing there. Here comes Matt Kenseth. Kenseth didn't sit idle last year, although he was not cup racing. He won the Slinger Nationals in his native Wisconsin in 2019 with a last lap pass of Ty Majeski. And then at Madison, Wisconsin last August, he led the 31 laps early. Majeski ended up winning. Kenseth finished 4th, so no grass has been growing under Matt's feet.
Listen, Matt's one of those quiet guys, doesn't really tout, about how talented he is or his accomplishments. And I got to tell you, one of the best race car drivers I ever competed against, and he still proves it today by getting out there. And whether he's competing in a marathon or competing at Slinger or here at Darlington, this guy's just one of the best.
First time back in a cup car since November, homestead of 2018. He won here in 2013. Lost to Dillon behind him there, 22nd. There's that Southern 500 we just spoke of.
Great battle with his teammate Kyle Busch. Makes it stick on the outside and takes the checkered flag.
Oldest driver in the field today at age 48. Competing against drivers half his age. trying to get his way to the front in that Chip Ganassi Chevrolet.
And I got to believe right now Matt Kenseth might be in the best shape of his life to be prepared to do what he's about to do and run that 42 car in all these races and on this hot and treacherous racetrack today. Haven't talked a lot about Brad Keselowski since he started this race up front on the pole, led us for a little while, and then started falling back. Now he's sort of settled in that 6th position. But Tyler Reddick, the exact opposite. This guy started deep in the field, went 29th, and has worked his way all the way to 7th.
Regan, I like Tyler Reddick. He doesn't have so much a gas pedal as an on-off switch, full go all the time.
Mike, he's one of the most exciting drivers in this series, and in particular, when we go to these racetracks where you're on the wall, it's like he finds an extra half a second somewhere out of nowhere. His biggest concern when this race started was actually not going down a lap during the first run of the race before the competition caution. It's been the opposite. You talk about how far forward he's moved, riding comfortably in the top 10, so nice run for the rookie right now.
Yeah, due to the draw, the random draw used to start the race, he could have started between 25th and 36th and took the green flag back in row 15 in 29th place.
Not the only rookie having a nice solid start to this day. Also, John Hunter Nemechek back at 14.
Reddick finished 2nd in the Cup or the Xfinity race here last year. The way he's running that car, hard to believe it's his first time here in NASCAR Cup competition. Kevin Harvick, your leader.
Yeah.
But I wanna know for sure.
There's one.
Yeah, we all want to know, honey. So.
Blue. Blue means boy. Blue means boy.
Right. You get it. Tyco Motorcycle. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
The open road, the wind in your hair, the feeling of freedom that drives us to go out and discover. At Chevy, we're committed to getting you there with confidence and peace of mind. If you need a new Chevy, interest-free APR financing for 84 months on many of our most popular models. You may even shop online and take delivery at home where available. And when you do, your Chevy Clean dealers commit to using enhanced vehicle cleaning measures with CDC-approved cleansers, so you can find new roads with confidence.
We've come a long way together. From dirt tracks to super speedways. And every track in between. Never backing down. Pushing boundaries. Giving it everything we've got. Yeah, we've come a long way. But there's still a lot more road to run.
Well, that looks like it was a repair that fell off of some other car.
Yeah, we've seen some cars with some damage and use a lot of tape to see. Oh, leader Kevin Harvick goes by. It's up against the wall. Oh, it's actually
a banner.
Yeah, it's actually the banner. Yeah, from the sign.
That was supposed to be an adhesive sign and supposed to stay stuck to the wall. But you see when cars get the Darlington stripe here.
I was going to say, Mike, you can't have adhesive billboards at Darlington. You know they're going to tear that off of the right side. Look at the dash. You can see the lights flashing. He's getting really hot right now, the water temperature and oil temperature, Larry.
Yeah, that's what those lights are flashing right there. And what he's going to probably try to do is get up behind another car and change the pressure on that nose and see if he can pull it off. But that is a huge piece of debris. I don't know if he can be able to pull that off getting up behind somebody else.
Larry, if it's plastic or paper, it's one thing. But when it's taped with that much adhesive or, that banner with that adhesive, it's going to be hard to pull that off. And that's a big piece.
Hamlin with a hand out the window trying to find a break in the traffic.
Yeah, he's trying to wave them. Well, he wants to wave those guys by. He wants to get them in front of him so that he can get closer to the rear bumper, like Larry said, trying to get some turbulent air to pull that debris off. But he's going to have to get more aggressive with that. Here goes Clint Boyer to his inside.
Hamlin's going to try to tuck right up to Boyer and let the pressure differential.
Yeah, he's
trying to pull that away.
Trying to get that big run, gets right to his rear bumper.
There it goes.
Oh, yeah, he got it off. Great job. It goes back to the Reddick. Luckily, it's not covering
What is this, a game of tag?
Yeah, luckily for Tyler Reddick, he goes to the right front fender. But I think Tyler might have another issue here, but doesn't cover the opening.
You can live with that, right?
Yeah, that's not going to be a problem. You know, doesn't cover the brake opening or the radiator duct opening. But cost him a couple positions and clearly changed the aerodynamics of that car.
Yeah, Jeff, remember there's an aero duct in that right front. It definitely will change the handling if it covers that duct.
I wonder if he was working that car back and forth trying to see if he had a tire problem or maybe just not initially.
Yeah, 7.
I think I'd go back to painting signs on the walls if I were Darlington Racing.
That there.
Caution is out at lap 154. 6th caution of the day.
A lot of credit to Denny Hamlin, the way he positioned this run to the rear bumper. Clint Boyer. Clint's probably wondered, why is he all over my rear bumper? But right there, he gets to the rear bumper. Now watch that adhesive just hops right from his car, sucks underneath the car, and connects to the 8 of Tyler Reddick's front bumper. You can see one piece of that is in that that duct that Larry talked about, that aero duct that changes the airflow around the nose of these race cars.
This is the bizarro world 400. But the strange things that have happened today, my goodness. Larry Mack, 6th caution flag, 154 is the lap count. We go to 185 to the end of stage 2. What do you want to do here?
Yeah, I mean, you've got to come, Mike, because we've basically run about 25 laps, and this will put you halfway through your 12 sets of tires. They had 12 sets, including what they started on. This would be the 6th set going on, so yeah, I think everybody will be hitting pit road.
And the track has sent workers out to remove the rest of that self-adhesive vinyl, which adheres pretty well until cars start rubbing up against it. That happens here.
Well, you can see somebody has gotten into the wall and started to peel it away. If I had to guess, that's what started all of this.
Well, it's a busy couple of weeks on Fox and for NASCAR as we return to the track Tuesday night at 8, Xfinity Racing here at Darlington Raceway on FS1. And then these same stars of the NASCAR Cup Series will be right back here Wednesday night on FS1 for the Toyota 500. Traditionally, Memorial Day weekend, we are at Charlotte, and we won't disappoint you. We'll be there. Charlotte Motor Speedway, the Coca-Cola 600, next Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, and that's right here on Fox.
Got a great lineup of racing, Mike. You got Darlington, a couple races at this challenging racetrack. Oh, look at the right side of the 18. I think we know who got into that sign, peeled it away from the wall. That's pretty heavy damage there to the 18 car, Kyle Busch.
That is rubbing the tire, isn't it? You see a little bit of black there that's come off the tire and onto that fender.
Yeah, I mean,
and a little bit of that vinyl as well.
Flattened the right side out pretty good there. Pretty lucky that caution came out when it did, or Kyle Busch may have been the caution.
I don't know what to put down for the reason for the caution. Just go right banner. How's that?
I've never wrote down wall debris before.
Right. Regan.
Well, Denny Hamlin, it was like an orchestra out there on the racetrack between himself, his crew chief, and his spotter, talking cars to him so that they could get the debris off of the front of that race car. He's been happy with that race car right now. It's just a little bit too tight through the center of turns 1 and 2. It means the front wants to drive to the wall through turns 1 and 2.
Busch getting 4 on the left, Clint Boyer on the right.
See an adjustment on the 88 of Alex Bowman as the 4 car's been so good on pit road, using that number 1 pit stall, launches out of his box, going to win a battle off pit road easy. Keselowski, nice jump up for him into 2nd place.
And Martin Truex, pit crew, puts him up into the top 5. 6th caution flag of the day at Darlington.
At Amazon, we're pretty good at getting things done. We're pretty good at solving problems. COVID-19 is the biggest challenge we've had to face. The challenges are what motivate us. Like flying masks to our employees around the world.
What?
We're doing everything we can to get you what you need. And doing everything we can to keep our people safe. I'm former Navy pilot Sarah Rhodes, and I'm proud to lead our Amazon Air network.
Ever since Daryl's family started using Gain Flings, their laundry smells more amazing than ever.
Honey, isn't that the dog's towel?
Hey, me towel, suit towel. There's more Gain scent plus Oxy Boost and Febreze odor remover in every fling. Gain, seriously good scent.
Okay, where were we?
Yeah, I'm done after this meeting. We're just going over how people who switch to Progressive can save hundreds.
Hey, Mom.
Yeah, Jamie's the guy running it. I once had the fake jury duty to get out of talking about his yogurt preferences.
Mom, you know you're not on mute, right?
Oh, there's a mute button? Yeah, that's Flo, the one who looks like she'd smile while she sleeps. I always smile. That's why I said that.
We're here for a reason, and it's bigger than selling cars. We're here to build for the people who build and shape this country, who work hard, who do right by others, who never give in. There's always some new challenge trying to take us out, to shake our resolve. And if you're out there fighting through it, we know 260,000 people who have your back.
All right, I got everyone's favorite subs. Tuna for JJ, turkey for TJ.
Turkey for JJ? Tuna for TJ.
This is why we named your brother Garrett.
Get a free footlong. Yup, free. When you buy one on the Subway app. Order now.
Coyote may not be a household name, but we are a land name, and a work name, and a family name. And those are all the names we'll ever need. Coyote, we dig dirt.
Hey guys, Spade here, and I want to say good luck today in the race, and I know you're going to do great. I miss it. I miss the cars going by. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. That's my ringtone. So do good. Remember, 6 feet apart. I understand, keep the cars a little spaced. Maybe decide up front who wins, just to keep it fun, you know what I mean? But I'm looking forward to those interviews in the cars while you're driving like this. How's it going? Pretty good. Yeah. You know, just gotta clutch it up and then zap it in the fourth, and, you know, I think we got a chance. All right, gotta go draft.
Thanks, David. All right,
We're
Daniel.
all having fun. So is David. That's great.
Daniel Suarez got the free pass. We're ready to restart. Harvick and Keselowski on the front row. Kurt Busch and Truex. Boyer and Logano. Bowman and Hamlin. Newman and Jones, the top 10. After a caution to repair the banner and the barrier. They're in turn 2. Tyler Reddick said it really changed the handling on his car. And that banner got on his nose. We're back under green.
Go there, bumper, barely, bumper, 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 bumper. Kurt's trying to get inside. Outside, top's covered behind the 19.
Look now, but here comes Mark Truex Jr.
Yes. That was Coleman Presley spotting for number 2, Brad Keselowski.
And boy, Brad, I mean, he made a move where he tried to squeeze in a hole that was not there, thought a second about it, you know, at the last second, and luckily was able to keep his car from making contact, so moves into second place. But boy, that got really tight.
Kurt Busch ends up losing a spot, falls in behind the 22 of Logano. Here comes Hamlin on the inside. Denny Hamlin racing Kurt Busch for 5th place. Regan.
Well, fortunate break that caution came on, Mike, because Denny still did have a piece of this debris on the front of his race car. They were able to pit, get this off of the car. And in a world where you don't want things to stick to the front of your car like this, Kevin Harvick came in a few laps ago for that pit stop. They wanted to put tape on the nose of his race car. They couldn't get it to stick. So then he's got stuff he doesn't want. Kevin wants stuff on the front of his car, and he can't get it on there.
It's been that kind of day.
So why would they want to put tape on the nose of the car? You put it over the radiator opening right there, and what that does, that improves the front downforce, the grip of the front tires. It also reduces the drag on the straightaway, but it's a balance between putting too much or not enough, because the car will overheat if you put too much on the nose. But it's all about trying to improve the downforce.
Yeah, Larry, we've been seeing the Ford team making some adjustments in the rear of that car, trying to raise that track bar up to loosen the back of the car. I think now they've gotten the back where they want it. They're trying to plant that front end. That tape would have helped to do that for Kevin Harvick.
Harvick out front by 4/10. Keselowski and Truex is right there. It has been quite a march from Martin, who started the race off with a car that was ill handling in the first 30 laps. But they have kept tuning on it. I think now they've got it right.
Well, and Mike, you know, he started very, very loose. I think two things have happened. They've made some great adjustments, but also the track has evolved. The track has come to them. I think that, you know, as loose as he was, I think now it's starting to get really good. These other guys have been battling a very tight situation.
Great point, Jim, because remember, we started this race with no practice, no qualifying, and that means no rubber laid down and worked into the racetrack. Now you can see those black marks starting to form through the corners as the rubber gets worked into the track, and the cars change.
And one of the handling characteristics of this racetrack as we go on board here, the M&M's Toyota of Kyle Busch, as you land into the banking, you really slide the front tires up to the wall, wait for them to grab so you can get back into the throttle. So if your car's turning good, you can carry more speed through the center and keep that momentum on the exit. Alex Bowman going for 6th place on Denny Hamlin.
Been an interesting up and down day for Kyle Busch. Time for our maximum performance presented by Blue Emu. There is a graph of Kyle's day. He drew 4th starting position, but had to start tail end Charlie because of a penalty going through inspection too many times before passing. Got up as high as 9th, currently 20th.
I think he got a little bit lucky by that caution. He made contact with the outside wall, had damage to the right side. How good of a job did that team do on that caution to fix that damage? And can they make it a little bit better? You can see they've got those fingers pulled out pretty nicely.
Yeah, they definitely took some time to repair that car, because he restarted back in 25th, and he has now made his way back inside the top 20. I'd say that graph will start trending the right direction now.
Cole Custer, we mentioned it in the first 30-lap run. He is having quite a day for a young man who has never raced a Cup car at Darlington.
Pretty impressed with all of our rookies here today. Cole Custer, talking about him in 19th. Christopher Bell in 15th. Joe Hunter Nemechek in 16th. And then, of course, Reddick.
Now, seriously, your first time here, Jeff. I know you won it 7 times. You won at Darlington, but your first time to race here in a Cup car. Were you intimidated?
I mean, I was, but I got to be honest, it was going pretty well. I had a fast race car, you know, and I came out of the Xfinity Series with some confidence at this racetrack, and I just felt like back then, you know, you could control your own destiny a lot more than you could today. Aerodynamics weren't near as important. It's about that mechanical grip and same with those tires, and I felt like I did a pretty good job of that, although the results might not show for it.
They did soon enough. Here's John Hunter Nemechek, 16th. Christopher Bell just ahead of him in 15th. Been a pretty good day for the rookies.
Let's go on board with our leader Kevin Harvick here from the roof cam. This is into turn 3. Can make a real late entrance there. Pretty heavy on the brakes. Let it drift all the way up to the wall. Trying to carry as much momentum off of turn 4. Going to come up on some traffic here, have to navigate. Luckily they let him go by. He goes to the high side. We can see here how much more throttle and speed you can carry through turn 4.
Spin around at turn 4. And a car against the wall, that'll put us under caution.
Yes. Why does that always happen when I'm taking us for a ride around this place? Man, I was having fun.
It's been an odd day. Like 173, 7th caution.
Now you know how I feel every time I talk about a caution coming out.
Well, the right side looks pretty good, Christopher Bell. I don't know if he made contact with the left side.
I didn't see any other car involved, Jeff, when he went spinning off turn 4, and he was running, as we just said, he was running in the top 15.
Car looks pretty clean.
Only 11 laps to go in this stage. You'll see him off in the distance.
Yeah,
way
he
up
starts
high.
to get loose early in the middle of turns 3 and 4. Does a long slide.
Brian Blaney avoids him.
There pops no tire. Oh, he did make some contact with that left front. Might not have made much aerodynamic damage to the left front, but could have caused some damage to that left front geometry. See a plastic bag on the nose of the 2-car Brad Keselowski.
How about that 51 Joey Gase's car? If you squint, that's the old Bobby Allison Coke machine. 1972, Richard Petty and Bobby Allison had such a battle here that they came to the line, nose to tail, both cars smoking, and they both said, if the race had gone one more lap, the 3rd place car probably would have won it. That was at the height of the Petty-Allison feud. Boy, this track could talk. Regan.
Mike Martin Truex Jr. has not been happy all day long. Finally, right before that last caution just came out, crew chief James Small came on the radio and said, "You're the fastest car on the track right now." Once the caution did come out, driver all quiet. Look for minimal adjustments for this race car. I can't confirm or deny, Jeff. I've had 3 crew chiefs come up to me and say, "Please don't talk about their cars anymore."
Taking a little longer on Harvick's car this time. He is not going
She's
to.
on the left side of the 4-car. Brad Keselowski off out front, and Martin Truex Jr. with a nice pit stop.
They were side by side at the line with Logano close, completing this round of pit stops.
For over 75 years, people have saved money with... Sorry,
Here we go, from the top, and action.
For over 75 years, people have saved money with Gecko.
Cut it.
What did I say? Gecko. I said Gecko. Oh. For over 75 years...
Keep it together.
For over 70... What are you doing now? Stop making me laugh.
Geico, saving people money for over 75 years.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
Duracell Optimum will be right where you need them today, tomorrow, the day after that, and the day after that, day after day. Packaging designed to make storage easier. Duracell Optimum.
Only Wendy's 2 for $5 has all the chicken you crave. You can choose from the spicy or homestyle chicken sandwich, crispy or spicy 10-piece nuggets. But let's be real, you're gonna get those 20 spicy nuggets for $5. Only at Wendy's.
And the wolf huffed and puffed.
Like you do sometimes, Grandpa?
Well, when you have COPD, it can be hard to breathe. So my doctor said,
Symbicort can help you breathe better, starting within 5 minutes. It doesn't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden symptoms. Symbicort helps provide significant improvement of your lung function. Symbicort is for COPD, including chronic bronchitis and emphysema. It should not be taken more than twice a day. It may increase your risk of lung infections, osteoporosis, and some eye problems. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it.
Symbicort could mean a day with better breathing.
Watch out, piggies! Ask your doctor if Symbicort is right for you. If you can't afford your medication, AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Research tires. DiscountTire.com with Treadwell makes it easy. I buy, I book an appointment, I drive up, and now with their touchless experience, I can stay in my car.
All set.
Boom.
Oh, wait there.
For those living together and those living apart. For classmates, graduates, and teachers making the best of it. For the restaurants delivering to our doorsteps. For the frontline workers putting it on the line every single day. For this great nation determined to be stronger on the other side. Thanks to all of you, we'll be together again.
NASCAR Cup Racing on Fox is sponsored by Credit One Bank, the official credit card of NASCAR, perfect for race fans. And by Coca-Cola, a premier partner of the NASCAR Cup Series. 176 laps complete in Darlington. Here's our aerial coverage provided by Goodyear, recognizing those who are starting to help us all move forward again. Goodyear, the official tire of NASCAR. Brennan Poole gets the free pass on this 7th caution flag of the day. Boy, we've had a little bit of everything here. Cars crashing that we certainly didn't expect. Jimmy Johnson racing toward the checkered flag at the end of stage number 1. William Byron having trouble as he was running well. A banner on the wall comes unstuck and causes grief for 2 of our competitors. What next, Jim?
Well, and this is one of those tracks that creates havoc for drivers and teams, so not totally surprised, but, long way to go in this race. We're starting to see who the real players are, and those teams have come here really well prepared as we come back to green.
Green flag to finish off stage 2. Kozlowski and Truex from the front row. Pagano and Bowman. Busch and Boyer. That is Truex's spotter, Clayton Hughes.
Room right, 80 pushes up. Outside. Still there. Still outside with the 88. Small hole behind him. You want to get up. After the 88, come on.
And you do, right?
Yeah, you can really see the advantage of that outside lane. Right, Keselowski took advantage of it. And Harvick, after losing some positions on pit road, fighting back.
Yeah, Larry, what happened to put Harvick so
Mike, it was a bad stop that just kept getting worse. When they dropped the jack on the right side, the tire changer got his hose hung on the splitter, the gun was stuck in the wheel opening, and he was so late going around to the left side, the jack man couldn't get around him to jack the left side up. It just kept getting worse the deeper they went.
Well, now just 6 laps to go in stage number 2.
Yeah, see some guys really battling hard trying to get that stage win between the 2 practice last week. Alex Bowman back in the picture now.
Keselowski's gained his spots on pit road. He's gained at least 2 positions on each of the last couple of pit stops. Newman and Kyle Busch and Bubba Wallace.
Ooh, they got really tight there. The 6 car Newman had to drift high as Bubba Wallace was right there, no room. The 6 Newman was able to slide up in front of him as they get to turn 1 and 2.
Austin Dillon in line behind his teammate, Reddick. Nemechek looking low on the 3 of Dillon. That's for 19th. Coming to the end of stage 2, all proven winners at the front of the field till you get to 7th place. And Ryan Preece, who's had a nice drive up to the front, giving JTG Doherty Racing something to smile about after his teammate Ricky Stenhouse crashed out of the race on lap 1. There are points at stake for the first 10 finishers in each stage, plus playoff points to the stage winner that carry you all the way through the penultimate race of the season.
And trust me, those points, they add up, they matter. We've seen in the past where all those stage points can help you advance from one round to another when we get to the playoffs later in the season. So these drivers and teams know you got to fight hard for every one of these top 10 positions.
10th is Eric Jones. He's going to work on his Joe Gibbs teammate, Denny Hamlin. And with 2 laps to go in the stage, pit road closes. That's to deny teams running further back and not battling for stage points the chance to get in, get tires, and then start the next stage up front.
And I'm going to be anxious to see this next stage. I know we're not done with this one. It's going to get exciting here in these final laps. But I'm anxious to see Mark Truex Jr. on a long run. It looks like that car takes off a little bit edgy, but it comes to life after about 5 or 6 laps.
Ford, Chevy, Toyota, 1, 2, 3. Keselowski, Bowman, and Truex. Final lap, stage 2.
You can see 2 different lines there. Keselowski up top, there's others at the bottom. Going to work for Brad Keselowski.
Keselowski gets that green and white checkered flag for his second stage win of the season. He also won stage 2 at Phoenix. Team Penske and the Ford Mustang of Brad Keselowski victorious at stage 2. What the heck?
Give me your hand! I can save you! Lots of money with Liberty Mutual! We customize your car insurance so you only pay for what you need!
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Ready to know you, ready to know.
I would open up 2 beers. You tell me which sounds more refreshing. Gotcha. This one? Or this one? Definitely the one that went bush. What beer is that? Are you being serious? Yes. It's Bush. Right.
We've come a long way together. Pushing boundaries, giving it everything we've got. There's still a lot more road to run. Goodyear is the official tire of NASCAR.
All right, I got everyone's favorite subs. Tuna for JJ, turkey for TJ.
Turkey for JJ. Tuna for TJ.
This is why we named your brother Derek.
Get a free footlong.
Come on,
Yep,
now.
free when you buy one on the Subway app. Order now.
At the end of stage 2 in Darlington, South Carolina, here's how the Coca-Cola Racing family is faring. Joey Logano, Denny Hamlin in the top 10. Ryan Newman, Austin Dillon, Bubba Wallace in the top 20. Daniel Suarez had a spin earlier to bring out the caution at lap 123. He's currently 28. The pits are open. Here they come off turn number 4, and everybody on the lead lap will head for pit road. Led by Brad Keselowski.
Kyle Busch there. Here comes the 88 of Alex Bowman. Right side's going up. 14 of Clint Moyer. See any adjustments. Pretty happy with his car. It's in the top 5.
Mark Truex says he needs more speed, and he's concerned. There's the 4 of Kevin Harvick.
Well, what you really need to be concerned of is that 4 on pit road, that number 1 pit zone, that fast pit crew.
They will come out 3rd behind Bowman and Keselowski. Cars on the lead lap exiting pit road. Here's Regan.
Well, Brad Keselowski, let's see if we can dial him up on the radio. Brad, hey, this is Regan Smith with the Fox Sports Group. You got me. Brad, this is Regan with Fox Sports. Have you got me?
Regan, you're on channel 2.
We'll try that again. Let's, one more time. Brad, Regan with Fox Sports, do you have us?
Regan, what's up?
Well, you had a heck of a start to the day from the pole, and then you managed to fall back just a little bit. Now you're back up front. That race car looks pretty good if you got what it takes to get to the end here.
Well, it looks pretty easy, you know, if you can get to the front, make it wide, and you can best you can. Bowman here's been pretty good, Arvin's been pretty good. We're right there with them. I'm just trying to find a little bit more to get with the in front of them.
There to the rest of the way, man. We're having fun watching you guys. Thanks.
Thank you, bud.
I'm just glad Regan's got this job this weekend. He makes me feel a little bit better. We have that happen to us all the time up in the booth.
Got your A channel, you got your B channel, you got this other channel over here.
What's going on? Let me help. Here we go. And there it is up there.
Wrinkles send the wrong message. Help prevent them before they start with Downy Wrinkle Guard.
Hey, bud.
So you won't get caught with wrinkles again.
USAA was made for right now. Right now is a time for action. So for a second time, we're giving members a credit on their auto insurance, because it's the right thing to do. We're also giving payment relief options to eligible members so they can take care of things like groceries before they worry about their insurance or credit card bills. Right now is a time to take care of what matters most, like we've done together so many times before. Discover all the ways we're helping members at usaa.com/coronavirus.
The open road, the wind in your hair, the feeling of freedom that drives us to go out and discover. At Chevy, we're committed to getting you there with confidence and peace of mind. If you need a new Chevy, interest-free APR financing for 84 months on many of our most popular models. You may even shop online and take delivery at home where available. And when you do, your Chevy Clean dealers commit to using enhanced vehicle cleaning measures with CDC-approved cleansers, so you can find new roads with confidence.
Only Wendy's 2 for $5 has all the chicken you crave. You can choose from the spicy or homestyle chicken sandwich, crispy or spicy 10-piece nuggets. But let's be real, you're gonna get those 20 spicy nuggets for $5. Only at Wendy's.
At Coyote, we know that when the weekend rolls around, you have two choices. Kick up your feet or kick up some dirt. If only all decisions would be so easy. Coyote, we dig dirt.
Every week we get to play fictional heroes on television.
And root for our heroes on the field.
We report stories about heroes of all times. And we spotlight our day.
But we wanted to take a moment
to thank the true heroes
of our time.
So, to all of you out there taking a risk for us, thank you.
190 laps complete in the Real Heroes 400 presented by Geico. Ready to start the final stage of this race. It started a promising day for Jimmy Johnson until this, right at the end of stage one.
Yeah, Jimmy was the leader coming to the end of that stage. Makes contact with Chris Buescher, sends his number 48 Ally Chevrolet around and into the wall out of the race.
Jimmy then turned to social media.
Oh, that's one.
Man, that hurts. What a bummer. There's a race in a few days. We'll be back. Stuff happens. It's racing. The good news is that 48 is fast. My team is on it. My Camaro's fast. Great support from Ally. Great support from my fans. This will sting a little on the drive home. There's no doubt. But I will use this and learn from it. And I will be back Wednesday.
Our champ will see you Wednesday night on FS1 when we race 500 kilometers at the same Darlington Raceway. Lights out atop the pace car. Brad Keselowski to the inside of Alex Bowman this time. Mexico restart zone.